Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba. Ooh, I must be getting a lot of fan noise there. Oop. I shouldn't mute before messing with my mic, but tough. Selfishly posting in all the discords I can post in, and some I can't. Or I would be if my brain was working. Oh, so yeah, last week stuff was happening for me, so I didn't stream. And now it's not. Now I've got a bit of a break, and I want to get back to it. I know a few people. Hi, Eri. I know a few people had to bail early last time. Good news, nothing happened. We were stuck in the fucking train tunnels for another 66,000 years. It sucked. Don't think there's anyone else I've got to... Yeah, those fucking train tunnels. They sucked. They really sucked. With my many thousand friends, am I gonna be there? And I think... Sorry for the delay, I'm just being a bum. Okay, I think I've notified everyone I'm going to notify, so let's get to it. We crawled out of the tunnels and next to a junk shop, and nothing happened there. Well, there was no cutscene or anything, but we're here. Hi, Edelsby! Good to see you. I'm feeling a lot more up today, frankly, and it's good. How are we looking? Bad! We're looking bad. How are we looking at crests? People have got some stuff. I think there's no unequipped crests at the moment. Yeah, all my crests are equipped. Can't do anything fun with them yet. I don't know what the moon means. I don't know what the moon means, Almacia. You're calling it a night? Yeah. Fair enough. So what have we got? So there are shops other than the Mudgemounds. We've got so many pure leaves. This is good. I do probably want a few of those. The bartering is back, but it's less of a pain in the ass now. Everyone's pretty much equipped optimally, so I might just grab like 10 more of those and 6 more of those. And how are we doing for tents? 4 tents. Okay, that's heaps. But yeah, literally all that happens here, I believe, is you talk to that junk dealer, you get a shop mid-dungeon, and yes, Blanca is easily the smartest character in the game. I think I unlocked an extra demon for Yuri. Yes. Because I kept letting Almacia down and not picking light, I got Radius, which I kinda hate. I kinda hate Radius. Angel of Light manifested by a chivalrous soul. It smashes the forces of darkness with fists imbued with the power of good. Honestly, Blanca's up there for smartest character in the game, I'm afraid. This is true. I was thinking more, he looks like a Hunter x Hunter character, if I'm honest. Yeah. Honestly, most of the level 1 fusions are kind of meh. So, wind, and he can do fire damage. I might as well just... Oh no, Soul Column is single target, so... Hi, Feral!
Don't mess my clothes up.
I forgot, they really were not kind to Karen's quotes. love how Blanca just sort of stands there. Everyone's gonna get a turn first, so I think I might have Blanca, well, except Geppetto, so I'm gonna have Blanca. That. Hi, Pink!
Don't mess my clothes
You know what? I like the poofiness of Karen's ponytail. It's nice. Oh, we're almost at the point of being able to unlock another demon. Yeah, they've really simplified demon unlocking this game, and I appreciate it. Poofy hair is good. I approve. Like, have people seen the design for Grace? But yeah, you're usually better off early on using a special art instead of a spell.
That wasn't even a workout.
Because they tend to do more damage and be cheaper at the early juncture until you've got more crests. Once you have more crests, though. Oh no, it's Lenny's boys. Let's see what Radius looks like in battle. It's okay. It's another model swap of you. I hate him so much. He has Heaven. Oh, I thought that was multi-target. Oh well. It's not. Oh well, they get an attack. It's true, like, Blanca is very peak dog. Shades of FF7 here. Oh, thank you for following Trafalgar Lock. Sorry, I did not expect you to join us. For those who haven't been paying attention to my rantings, Trafalgar Log is the absolute legend who has been translating Gundam Pulitzer and Char's daily life and some other stuff. So he's good people. You're not, but like, I still shout out people doing cool work. And you are someone who frankly made my day about a month ago and have continued to do so. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. It's really cool you're here. So here in the spooky ass graveyard. That's not where I meant to go. I've already unlocked water. This is where we go to unlock new transformations for Yuri. I wonder if anything's creepier with them. Yeah, the me in the tree hasn't done much yet. You'd think that, but no. I'm gonna grab fire because I think it'll be useful. So, we have unlocked... Sorry, you can tell I'm completely and totally with it. We've unlocked Carol, who looks like an extra from Final Fantasy X now I think about it. Like, you can see him being one of the Crusaders or something. Fire spirit summoned by the soul of Daredevil seeking more. The more triumphant the mood of the Harmonixer, the more powerful the firepower in its two fists. This is, yeah, Carol's one of the stronger ones. I'm kind of fond of Amnes. I prefer the first game's water fusions. Vestitus is kind of cool. And Radius and Nox are really the letdowns of the group. And he's apparently heavy, good to know. He can boost an ally's attack power and has a 6-hit attack, which is cool. Well, you know it's a good plan. Blanca agrees with it. Yeah, the graveyard's pretty solid.
What's that?
I gotcha. That guy's pretty stubborn, ain't he?
Hey there, Spike Boy! You couldn't catch a cold if you wanted to! Now fight me!
Why, you little...
Yuri, you can do better than that.
Hey, where you going?
So, Pink, apparently Automod wanted you to stop bullying Lenny. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh yeah, I know the saying. Okay, time for Katsu to tune in. Oh, Katsu. Okay. So do we? Yes, we do. All right. Trick is to have everyone combo up with Geppetto. If it's with Geppetto, we're starting with water, so we want Amnes. Marionette, Aquacast on Castor, obviously. Okay, I think I want... Beak to launch it again.
Here I
Amnes. Splash. I'm just not going to risk the combo at this point for the... Oh! Combo magic! That's new! Let's see what that is! down. Bollocks. I hope I'm underneath the right place in there. Okay. Now we all combo with Carol. Yeah, combos are broken in this game, and they're how you do anything nasty. Ooh, I may have misjudged Karen's sanity here. Oh, whoops. That still paid off, but I forgot sanity was so low this early in the game. Oh, we can combo up again. May as well. Oh, Yuri. Okay, it's fine. Let's just get this over with. Not that tough, all in all.
You
Once you
can't beat us that easily.
Like, they're only really that dangerous if you are... Ooh, 2 new runes, extra cash, and we can unlock our last demon and a lotto ticket. Like, if I hadn't just wrecked, Castor in the first round, it would have been a much harder fight. And like, if you haven't worked out the... Sorry, I will warn new followers, I do have troubles speaking words eloquently. No, I've got fire, haven't I? If you haven't worked out the combo system, the game's much, much, much harder. If you try to play it like the first Shadow Hearts, you're having a much harder time. And we have our last level 1 fusion. Malakia. It has speed up and a 7-hit single target wind spell. Not too bad. So what we can do now is we can start making them stronger by charging their souls, or we can save up for the next level of fusion. I'll be honest, I'll probably just level each of them up once just for the sake of it, just to use them for a little bit. And sort of wait until souls are more plentiful to start going for the extra the level 2 demons. So let's see, what do we unlock now? Geppetto's still got a lot of room on his crest chart. Rage is good, shield is okay. I'm going to give him rage, and I'm going to give... Oh, you only have cure and... you can have shield. Okay. Yeah, look, it's pretty easy to unlock them all things considered. Like, you can either increase the stats of the fusion, or get a stronger demon, but they stack. So it's like, leveling up a level 1 demon, those levels will carry over to a level 2 or level 3 demon. So that's sort of how it works. Back in a moment. Helps if I remember to unmute, doesn't it? So let's look at the library since we haven't in a while. Sting, animal born of a mole father and a hedgehog mother. With its many needle-sharp spines, it waits gleefully in the dark for someone to step on it. He's like mouth and teeth and... yeah. Horrid little critter. Then we have Ekimu, a carelessly buried corpse and a snake merged together to form this monster. Its scales are packed with bacteria and often spread disease to the victim. Castor, one of twin demons that serve Veronica, said to have been born from a giant's arrow wound. It has flame on its back that reflects its violent mood. Animations are kind of cool. Pollux, one of twin demons that serve Veronica, said to have been born from a giant's pus-filled eye. Its body is covered with ice blades that reflect its cruel mood. And it's like it's... excuse me, it's a model swap, but... Look, I am partial to dumb, goofy, big hands on my monsters. So that's all we got there. And new characters, Ernest, zoologist who lured Blanca to the wolf bout. He treats his pet Tetsu just like his own grandson, but behind his glasses he hides sharp, calculating eyes. Pierre Magamel, problematic gay stereotype. We dealt with the Magamels last time. Veronica Vera, magic warrior with the secret society. She uses her sex and her beauty as a weapon. She is an assassin of the highest caliber and has been ordered to kill Yuri, and she absolutely has an Ojo laugh. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. This is true. I think she'd be the last character we've unlocked so far. Yes. So, welcome to Le Havre. My second grade French teacher would be very disappointed in me if he knew I still existed. So we've got a Seal of Force, gotta remember to use that. Have any upgrades? No. Oh, we do. We have new armor for everyone, and we have expensive accessories. I think I'm going to get. Yeah, let's go for a balanced defense on Blanca. So, leather cloak. Sleeveless overcoat fashioned from deerskin. Treated with elm bark smoke, it is resistant to insects and mold. A good cloak for travellers. And the wool coat. Pure sheep's wool coat, warm in winter but hot in summer. A normal coat, but the thick material from which it is made offers quite good protection. We have... Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with the lariats right now. got fuel leaf here, which is always good. Same to you, lady. I really like these backgrounds. They really did some very impressive work. Ooh. Oh! It's the ring soul! Do you now? Fury is kind of a jerk, but we're going to give we're going to increase his hit areas, and I might bump up the strike area and hit area. There we go. Look, what is life if not suffering? As always, save point first. The Havre? I'm surprised how long this game takes to save on a PS1. Well, apparently they're not sailing unless we pay them. I mean, that's reasonable, but oh, well, I could have saved myself some money. And a tent. Okay, everybody. Lottery's back. It's a pretty cool bag. So we really want the red one because it gives us a new crest. Which is very rude of them. Pink, I will not now or ever endorse your desire for my suffering. It's not happening. So I think if I stop a little before... No, that was way too early. Oh! Ah! Just too early. And yes, I am going to keep trying this, given I can't not use my one lottery ticket. Come on, you bastard. Ho-ho! Okay. Karen's got very few. We have Button, who gives heal, which heals abnormalities, and Holy Edge, which lets you do light damage with physical attacks. Not to be sneezed at. And I definitely saved. Anyway, we keep going here, and here is the mayor's house. Now we can explore his yard a little bit. And his shed. I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Let's see what the Star Bridge does. It gives you a little extra... Look, if no one's wearing it, I may as well put it on someone. It's the... You can escape even if everyone's berserk. Oh, you can't miss out on lottery members this time round. They look respectable. Gotta stop muting myself. I'm forgetting to unmute. Just go check out that place down the other end of town. No. He's clearly legit. Oh, they're talking together. Can use anything as a weapon and has a special hold. Sounds like Kazuma Kiryu. No. Oh, I guess we just leave. Okay. Oh, it's night now. You know, I get the feeling we might be on the wrong side of this. Oh, the lights are on. We're about to have a cutscene coming in, and I will absolutely be muting for it. And muting.
What is it? What happened here?
Who's that?
When the forces of darkness descend, in the name of justice, this fist! In the name of truth, these muscles! In the name of honor, this blood! Ha ha! Champion of truth and justice, Grand Papillon, ready to fight all evil doers! If you can face the unfettered fury of my rippling muscles, then come on!
What? Huh?
So that happened. So combo up with Karen. Done something there. They both launch. Yep. Yep. And then it's okay. That seemed familiar to anyone? It seems familiar to me. Rage, surge, nudge, case. I can just combo up again, which is the most boring way to do things, but oh, that was the wrong person to combo with. Alright.
Huh?
You pack a pretty good punch. Time for me to go now, kids. We'll meet again.
He turned into a bat.
Well, he's certainly good at running away.
I'm sure I've met him before.
So those of you who have played through or watched through the Shadow Heart stream, you know this jerk. I don't think it's worth a tent here, because I think there's an actual inn around here somewhere. Oh wait, I forgot to talk to these jerks. Oh no, they seem to have just switched to their day dialogue. You feel like that guy should be significant with his frigging cross scar on his forehead, but he's not.
But Joachim isn't a thief! Yeah, now get out of here!
Okay, just relax. Don't get so worked up.
I don't know what the mayor told you, but I'll never let you take us alive!
Tell me why you are stealing and causing so much trouble in the town.
Joachim is protecting the store and the children from the mayor and his cronies.
The store?
It's my treasure, I'm afraid. The mayor wants to get his hands on it.
Oh yeah? What is this treasure anyway?
The deed to this store. 3 months ago, on his deathbed, The man who built this store told me about a treasure buried beneath here.
Treasure? Is it really true?
Well, I've been living here for 30 years, and that's the first I've heard of it. But ever since, they've been bullying me to get me to give up the store.
So the Vigilante group.
Yes, that's right.
So that's why, Grand Papillon.
Right again.
Should we go and take back the money?
Sure, why not?
You could just kick the shit out of the mayor, Yuri. That's what you normally do. I wonder if the seals work the same way. Yeah, they do. Okay, so... sorry, I'll be back in just one moment. That sounds like adding unnecessary steps, Papaya. I think at this point I'm better off just feeding those two. Yeah, no one has anything new to say. I mean, it feels like a very, like, JoJo 4 thing to do. I've forgotten his name. Josuke Higashikata. Right? Right, that sounds right. Thing to do. Already got your red item. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Oh buddy, oh pal, where the fuck is the... Oh wow, that's a nice big cluster, huh? Okay, so who do I want to... Blanca had to have the last word, obviously. Check out Yuri. I'm going to... Oh, what? No, I don't want to charge you yet. So his stats have gotten better, and that's about it, really. I think I might be better off saving, but... yeah. It's fine. I did the banning. I used my own dark powers. Oh, people might have something new to say. I will definitely take a free in rest. So we now have our last party member. Well, not last party member. First extra party. Fifth party member. And you can set up preset teams. Yuri no longer has to be in the party either. So what I'm probably going to do is cycle in the lowest level as we go. So we have to take Joachim along. He's not exactly a caster, But oh look, he has a fixed 40 sanity points. Okay, let's stop fucking about. Joachim. He has a muscle art called Drain Touch. Joachim Valentine. Trained as a pro wrestler, this vampire is devoted to justice and has dedicated himself to aiding the weak and defenseless of society. Yes, this is Keith's older brother from the last game. Also, you never have to buy Joachim a weapon. He finds his, and usually in a cool and fun way. He, like Yuri, is a all-out attack dude. He's pretty good. He can't do his other gimmick yet, though. That comes in a bit. Let us look at the library. So we now have Thugs. Thug that works for the mayor of La Havre. His mind and body are ruined from the excesses of his youth, so he always carries a big stick to fight with. He's got no magic attack. Fat Thug. Although this Le Havre thug is only 16 years old, he eats 5 times per day and suffers from diabetes as a result. He's slow but very strong. That sucks. Let's see. Who have we unlocked? The Grand Papillon! The Bandit of Le Havre. He only harasses the Vigilante group. He rampages all night long and only comes home like a child when he gets hungry. The Golden Bat. Sorry. Yeah. The bat form of Grand Papillon. Although Yuri has come across the bat before, he seems to have no memory of the meeting. Granny Lot, owner of the Seagull, Le Havre's tavern. Since she took over the tavern, she has lived there along with 2 orphan children. Yuma. Despite having lost both her parents, she's a happy girl now living in the Seagull Tavern. She summons the Grand Papillon with her favourite butterfly hair ornament, which she doesn't have on the model. John. Along with Yuma, he does the chores around the Seagull. A happy little boy, he seems relatively unaffected despite having lost his parents in the war. There we go. Are we seriously not getting... Why is there no inn in this town? Nope, that's all good. Yes, he was. He was actually an optional timed boss that I somehow cheesed. So I guess we're using a 10. So, to the wine cellar. Oh, we're controlling Joachim. That's cool. Oops. The dog has decided to sit under the HDMI cable, or the USB cable rather, which is rude.
was a pretty good warm-up.
So yeah, I would say that of the characters in the Shadowheart series so far, the ones I'd most assign to Pink would be Roger Bacon and Joachim Velker.
Why don't you just morph yourself?
I already told you before, Yuma has my mask.
What's that got to do with anything?
A hero has to have one or two weak points, you know. Nobody loves a perfect superhero.
Your brains are enough of a weak point, if you ask me.
Yuri's such a shit. I love him, but he's such a shit. So Joachim's run. So apparently we want to okay. Ah, damn it. Now that, I believe, is anti-paralysis. Oh, and he comes with one. Nice. So I guess Blanca gets it. He really does look like he snuck out of a JoJo game. Oh, hi, Gemist. Gods, I think it's kind of embarrassing that this is arguably the first time we've spoken together since the start of the pandemic. You can tell I'm really good at this keeping in touch with people thing. God, okay. Well, welcome to Shadowheart's Covenant. It's still one of my favourite games, even if it can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Oh no. Yeah, I did notice that, but I can't frigging blame you. Rip. Oh, hang on, sorry, I need to... Kip, are you getting up on the... Okay, yes. Okay, no, sorry, I had to move to let the dog out from under the desk and onto the bed. Such a hard life she leads. Yeah. No, I have officially reached... I'm running it through a converter. So I think there is some upscaling going on. I've got component cables running to a converter, running to the capture device, running to my PC. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's upscaling going on, but it's still a very good looking game. This was... Almeisha, you remember, when was this? 2004? Yeah. No, it's... The PS2 was very friggin' good at what it did. Yuri still being a shit. Yeah, 2004. So not that surprising, really, because, like... gods. That's it, I will be honest, I've been really surprised with how well the games in this series have held up, because, like, Kudelka still has incredible voice acting. And even, like, and then going from Kudelka to Shadow Hearts, yeah, in less than a year? Just over a year? Yeah. Like, a lot of that's to do because they did it on a freaking sound stage, and, like, imagine doing that with a game now, because it would be awesome. Sorry, I'm just... Well, don't like that. Getting that still doesn't see the target. True. I have yet to get Joachim's combo once. Oh, high physical defense, okay. I'm starting to think that my timing is just shot.
Justice is always victorious.
Okay. But I am impressed you are able to recall that, frankly. I suppose we do also have horrifying, like, memory cues based on sound or that, and it's like lots of people will remember the frigging Metal Gear codec noise, but yeah, it's possible. Yeah, not true of me at all. I have so... Yeah. I mean, Jem, you worked with me in those days. When it seemed like I would buy a new game every other frigging week. Let's go to the road. To be fair, I was a teenager with bad impulse control, as opposed to being a 30-something with bad impulse control? Oh no. Oh, rude. This is true. This is true. Yes. Almatia also worked in those mines, but the Canadian equivalent, if I remember. Yeah. Yeah, it's rude. They shouldn't be able to use the tricks I use. That's simply unfair. Was I going this way? Yes. Or hang on. Gods. Oh, I see, right. feel like there has to be significance here, but no, it's just like a weird mazy dungeon. Yeah. Yellow King is so needlessly goofy. Kind of is.
I can still fight.
Ah yes, the 4 genders. Strong, girl, normal, and dog. Oh, I should have... yes. Let's boost up another fusion. Done with Dita, so... yes, great. I'm such a sucker for this dumb nonsense. Oh, I've heard they do some good stuff in that. Like, there's some real nice quality of life improvements. Meanwhile, I am still using my frigging PS Vita. Like, the games I am playing at the moment are Final Fantasy XIV, because I have a problem. Yeah, well, it's got all the Zodiac Age stuff, the Zodiac Edition stuff, and like fast forward for grinding and job and class systems and all that noise. A friend of chat in general, I wonder where I'm supposed to go now. I've been here. Like, has been working out, has made herself a spreadsheet so she can work out the most fun way for her to spread her classes out. And like, as a spreadsheet maker myself, I appreciate it, but like, I'm playing Front Mission 3 at the moment, and I'm playing what Almeisha and Katsu will call the worst route, because I'm playing the USN route, or Emma route. I'm playing Super Robot Wars W. Super Robot Wars W and GC, like very on and off. and like I really got into the GC because it was the last Super Robot Wars game to really do the 1 year war.
Guess I don't know my own strength.
Yeah, I can't deny that. Shadow Hearts, obviously, for the streams, and this has been really fun to revisit, honestly. Okay, hang on. I feel absolutely lost here. Oh, God, I completely forgot that we're getting frigging, the Front Mission Switch remakes now. Like Front Mission 1 and 2, and that'll be the first time 2's in English. It's kinda rad. And Leave Our Leave is like a couple of months away now. Vagrant Story? It's not released yet. They're sort of doing a remake remaster. It was like a few directs ago. But like, yeah, a full Leave Our Leave remake in the Octopath engine that looks incredible and it's getting fully voiced. There just seems to be some really cool shit on the horizon, and like,
Now stay down.
I am one of those people who's fine with subpar graphics most of the time. There's all the frigging like, it's not gonna be like that slightly horrifying new Front Mission mobile game. Work out where I'm going, I'm sorry. Oh, this looks hopeful. Not me, get turned around easy. You know, I'm still annoyed we haven't seen the the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters on Switch yet, because like, that seems like a great place for them.
That was
Sorry, I'll be back in 1 second. Yeah, it's a bit like that. I actually played Front Mission DS and then got my hands on some really broken gun that gave you lots of XP, and then I regretted having that gun. And this was probably more than it. Jesus Christ, like 8 years ago now? Yeah. Okay. Bunker really doesn't do much damage, huh? I love that you can both remember it off the top of your head. What is with my timing today?
A true hero never loses.
Like, it may be one of those bugs that's become permanent now. There we go, go down to our base. So. Yeah. Oh, I see. My kingdom for some slightly controllable camera angles. I own it. I don't know I've played it. I definitely played I played Yggdra Union and what was that other one? Riviera. Apartment Heaven. Yes! Yes, I believe I do. Maybe digital, but I think I do. Wait, am I thinking of the right thing? Like, there was a time, remember, when, like, the dollar had parity? And I just, again, would just buy every video game that came out. I've just decided at this point Joachim is too big for the stairs. Yeah. I know I haven't played Gungnir. I know I got Gungnir at the same time they released Growlancer 4 for PSP. I just remember those games being mostly seriously depressing and very hard. Oh, Gem, I finally fucking played through Saga, the first one eventually. realm give us? Dark Edge and Evil Ray. It's a level 5, so... I'm just setting Geppetto up as our caster, even if I'm not going to probably use him this round. I actually really enjoyed it. I played it on the Switch version. I'm kind of tempted to give the Wonder Swan fan translation a run. And yeah, I want to go into the others. They, like, it was short, but it held up surprisingly well, and like, I could see the Gamma world in it. Yeah, Saga 1, the Final Fantasy Legend. Not Frontier, though I own it. Not, Romancing. Not, not Unlimited, despite I think still owning that too. I do, and I've just taken forever to get to them. Oh, they're dead. Oh, they're not, sadly. Like, he's desperately trying to pretend he's unconscious. Yeah, well, it's been a while now. It was like a fun, relaxed game, I guess. I think I had Esper, 2 humans, and a monster. Yeah. Did they finish the 3DS fan translation?
You with the silly outfit. How dare you take my family? I, Joachim, will make you pay for your crimes. Ha!
Silly outfit, huh?
My name is Veronica, if you must know. But the time for talk is over.
Big brother!
What is he doing?
I love how unconcerned Yuri is.
Huh? What's going on?
Champion of truth and justice, Grand Papillon! Ready to fight all evildoers.
Yeah, okay. 2 morons have a one-on-one match. And, because Joachim is the Grand Papillon now, all his stats get a big boost. Like, as you can see from that botched attack.
Get away! Get away!
Shadow Hearts 1 had its goofiness, but this one is much goofier. Look, she is shamelessly a dominatrix. Like, shamelessly.
The final battle is still to come.
God, that's fucking true, isn't it? Ivy did set a trend.
Not too shabby, masked wonder.
Ha 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 ha! No evildoer can stand against my rippling muscles.
Well, I hate to get myself all sweaty. Here, I've got a present for you.
Oh, I hate this.
That thing looks pretty tough.
Come on, we've got to help!
Do we really have to get in the middle of this one?
How stupid Yuri is. So we've got some 2 side enemies and the main bad. I don't like, I am tempted, but like I don't know what I'd play on it unless like I had a flash cart and a oh, what's it? And fan translations, because I don't, and like even then, like my 3DS is CFW now because it's so freaking easy. My PSP is CFW. Like it's a cool piece of like history and would be great for a rebuild of Evangelion cosplay, but I do not see myself fitting into a plug suit anytime soon. We're not going to let that happen. Trying to see class I forgot this was a boss and I'm supposed to fuse for those. Legit. Yeah, I mistimed that one. That's fine. Oh god, Onimusha. I continue to love the idea of Capcom survival horror games without actually necessarily enjoying Capcom survival horror games. Ah, get that right. Oh, that's a new death animation.
Justice is always victorious.
Also, at some point. No worries. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Gem. It was good to talk to you again. I'll try and catch you anon, whenever anon may be. Once things have stabilized a bit in real life here. Okay. Oh, we do, don't we? Karen needs to stay. Yuri is probably the most So let's just go without a Yuri for a moment. Speaking of, let's soul charge these jerks. Oh. So we're not going to advance the story anymore. This session, but I think we can get in one quick wolf bout before I wrap for the day. God, so I must have started just about on time, huh? Thanks as always for coming. It is always great to have an audience. It's really great to have. Go get some rest, Pink. It sounds like you need it. She says, being a massive hypocrite. And we finally have Solomon's Key. You're such a shit. So this is how you boost the crests. And it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But if you get all the crests for an area in an area, you unlock new spells for them. and that's pretty good. So let's see, which ones can we do now? Dress. Oh, okay, you can't even... You do at least get them stuck to the area they're from, okay. Grammary. Oh, and here's how we get the descriptions. I'm not going to read through them all tonight, I'm feeling tired. For women at the left edge, Saros. So all those crests just picked up an extra spell, which is cool. But I'm going to place all of them that I can at the moment. I think we'll do the wolf bout next time. I'm feeling tired. Myself. So instead we get boring crest management. Tower by the woods. Rome is there. It's a big old puzzle that I'm 100% cheating on. Cause no, I've done it once. No. Done that. Anyway. That's everyone with... So if we look at the crest magic for people now, like Geppetto has got a nice range of spells. He's got Evil Ray, Gale Spin, Red Rave, Hail Beak. Now he's cooking with charcoal. Karen hasn't really gotten anything out of it. Blanca got an extra spell. And Joachim got an extra spell, but he's not really much of a caster. Who have we got who's unequipped? Salos, who has Gale and Gale Spin. Who doesn't have Gale Spin? How do we not have an inn? Why are there no inns? Yeah, I think it knocks half off maybe, because Evil Ray's down to 8. Us buy tents. And at the start of next session, we're going back to the wine cellar to go have a one-on-one with the wolf, basically. Alright. Thank you again, everyone, and I will see you next time.